Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen on ATV. They took a deeper look at some UIs, the mobiGlas, its apps, and the function it's going to have in Alpha 3.0. We've already covered the mobiGlas in some detail previously, but there was some extra information imparted during the featurette that we'll talk about now. So the mobiGlas and UIs have received some more improvements for 3.0. The render-to-texture tech allows them to do more efficient and feature-filled UIs across the mobiGlas, kiosks, and consoles, as well as helmet UIs. They can render 3D or 2D scenes to a screen or hollow volume, whether they be comms calls or a representation of an item or ship in game. They can do quite a lot with this, actually. It's the same system and code all unified together as well, so there's no need for anything extra bespoke to be written. This is all allowing for star maps, mini-maps, holograms of ships, and much more to be displayed on the various mobiGlas apps. UIs will be heavily influenced by the area they're in. Low-tech areas might just use flat screen displays, whereas very high-tech areas are going to be much more hologram and holographic styled UIs. They've revised the mobiGlas physical asset as well. There is a streamlined civilian model as well as a more rugged military model that will be worn on your undersuits and armour. We should see various styles of mobiGlas in the future too, the Explorer mobiGlas, for example, being an early stretch goal. The mobiGlas is a primary access point to a huge range of features and mechanics in game, as well as transactions, purchases, and communication with other players and NPCs. It's basically an evolved smartphone or smartwatch with dedicated applications that have very specific purposes in game. Quest and mission management, cargo management, loadouts, status, and we'll look at some more of these in a second actually. The home screen will handle the status of your suit and external atmosphere, oxygen remaining. Heart rate will directly affect the rate that you use up oxygen, it seems, as well. So the higher your heart rate is because you've been running or been shot or something, the quicker you're going to use up oxygen, and therefore your oxygen that may have lasted 10 minutes will only last 5. There will be some personalisation of your mobiGlas as well. You'll be able to change colours, you'll be able to move apps around, you'll be able to use certain apps that you would use more commonly to your character. The idea there is that some players will want to be bounty hunters and they use like bounty hunter type apps and that sort of stuff as well. The mobiGlas is diegetically displayed as a UI, meaning that it's visible to you as a player, but it's also part of your equipment in game and part of the game world rather than existing externally as a concept in games like where you would see health numbers or your mana displayed on screen where your player wouldn't necessarily know what those numbers were. So the idea here is that it's also visible to other players as well, and it's all unified as an experience. It doesn't require any extra bespoke code to do anything. They can use it across different systems. They can use it on the mobiGlas, they can use it for comms calls, they can use it on the different kiosks and consoles too. Star Citizen is going to be a VR-capable game as well, so the way they handle the UIs in this way, and the way you'll be able to read text and interact, works very well with render-to-texture and VR. The soundscape and ambience for the mobiGlas gives the player the sense of a futuristic electronic device, but also tries to be soothing. So there can be interference and flickering on the mobiGlas, and that's reflected in the audio and visuals too. They show the player's arm to help make the mobiGlas feel more connected to the player, so it's part of the game world, very much so. You see your arm coming up, and that is where your arm is. The star map is like a Google Maps of the universe. It's the same tech that's being used for the radar in game as well, so eventually you'll be able to zoom in from all the way out from the top of a system all the way down to your proximate surroundings in minimap form. The Star Maps UI has a load of functionality as well. It combines radar and navigational data so that you'll be able to see ships and vehicle data too, and the interface is very good looking. Massive rotating planets and orbits of them have to be tracked on this data too, on this map, so that when you know where a moon or whatever is, you can double click on that and literally quantum travel to that, but that map will track exactly where they are. Contract Manager looks at all the missions that you've accepted or can accept in the PU, but also in the future will handle player-created missions too. So you can see and accept contracts that are in your proximity via the Available tab on the app, and you can see any yet unaccepted contracts that have been sent directly to you or have been offered by NPCs or whoever via the Pending tab as well. The Accepted tab will show you all the available various objectives that you can complete a mission by. You can also fail missions too. They will be adding a tab in the future to create missions as a player so that you can post them on the board and then other players will be able to accept them. The Inventory Manager will allow you to see all your items across the Star Citizen universe, from hangar flare to capital ships. There are filters and sorting and search tools to help players find exactly what they want, and then you can transfer those items based on their size and what storage you have to different cargo boxes, hangars, cargo bays, or other storage, as long as the transfer points are in the same location. With all these apps in 3.0, they are the early implementations and will continue to evolve, getting more function and also looking better as they become more ergonomic and user-friendly, but also our kind of feedback will influence them very heavily. So when you have these in your hands with 3.0 and beyond, please look at them, test them, tell CIG what you think, tell me what you think, and we can work together to make something better. Every month we give away a ship. For August it's another Nox Q. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my Star Citizen videos during that month. Do you have any questions about the mobiGlas, or Alpha 3.0, or Star Citizen's development or general, or UIs? A special thank you to my patrons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. If you are interested in becoming one of them, you can find links to Patreon below, as well as everything else that we've talked about. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the verse.